Hello everybody and welcome to my video on this weekend's Baro Katir offerings for April 25th, 2025. Baro is at the Larunda relay on Mercury, so let's go see what he has. Looking at what Baro has this week, he actually does not have any primed mods. This is a heavy fashion frame week. He does, however, still have the 3-day affinity booster if you feel that this is something you could use. So we have a Katir arrow skin for bows. There is a Katir Sugatra, which is the little dang leaking off the melee weapon, if my Octavia spins away around so we can look at it. There we go. See, it's the dangly part there. We have the Katir presence emote, so you can pretend to be Baro during missions. We have a Katir Raza Syandana, which is pretty cool. There is a Katir Sakara. This is a sigil, which is actually very neat. It's pretty sparkly. There is a Katir Solstice Syandana, which is like his regular Syandana, just with the solstice pattern. There is the plain Katir Syandana. There is a Katir Tribute Glyph for your profile. There is a Katir Ephemera of little diamonds just floating around because everything Baro has is diamond shaped. We have a Katir Deox Syandana. There is a Baro Katir glyph just of his face. We have a Katir color palette. The color palettes are always excellent choices for fashion frame. We have a Katir Stride Syandana. There is a Katir Reverence Ephemera, which is just footsteps, really. We have some Katir Kavat armor. So your Kavat can pretend to be Baro as well. We have Katir Kubro armor, so the Kubro can also be Baro, depending on if you're a dog or a cat person. And then we have some Sentinel items. We have a Katir Sentinel mask. We have a Katir Sentinel tail. There it is, it's on his tail. We have Katir Sentinel wings. And there's a Katir Moa pet skin. It's a very diamond-shaped Moa. Pretty great, right? Yeah, okay. We've got Katir Fireworks, which is a decoration item. We have a domestic Katir drone. It's like a Roomba for your orbiter or base of operations. We have a Noggle statue of Baro, so that you can forever be reminded of Baro everywhere you go. We have some K-Drive scrolls. We've got this one here. And then we've got another version of it in a different color. We've got a Katir Atomos diadem. There is a Katir Atomos earpiece. These are almost like cat ears. They're pretty neat. We have a Katir Atomos Oculus. We have a Katir Atomos mask. If you wanna cosplay Bane, I guess. We have a Katir Cornu diadem. If you want to cosplay a Triceratops. We have a Katir earpiece. Can't really see that good on my person here. They're like earrings. We have a Katir solo earpiece, where it's just one earpiece. We have a Baro Katir stencil. We have a Katir Lux pedestal for you to display things on. And it's still going. Like I said, this is heavy fashion frame week. We have a Katir chest plate. We have Katir shoulder plates. There are Katir leg plates. Katir Foros chest plate. This one is a little slightly less diamond because it doesn't have the glowy things. Katir Foros shoulder plates. We have Katir Foros leg plates. Katir Greth chest piece. Katir Greth shoulder plates. Katir Greth leg plates. It's like 3 sets of armor so far. Then we've got a bunch of skins. We have an Elixis Latron pistol skin. an Odonata Elixir skin, an Octacore Elixir skin, a Paracesis Elixir skin, a Redeemer Elixir skin. Oh, well, we can't get a good view on that. I gotta wait a minute for my Octavia to rotate. There it is. We have a Sonicore Elixir skin, a Tiburon Elixir skin, a Tigris Elixir skin. Oh, somebody had bestowed a blessing on us. That's very kind of them. And we have a Nakana Elixir skin. Wait for my Warframe to rotate a moment so we can see this. There it is. Okay, so that is our Baro offerings this week. And then there's a few alerts that I want to talk about real quick before we end this video today. First of all, we still have some anniversary items up. The Wolf Sledge and all of its associated parts are still up here in events for another 4 days. If you have not acquired this weapon yet, this would be a good time to do so before it goes away. We also do have Gifts of the Lotus. There is a Dex Rakasha armor set that is up here for another 6 days if you don't have that. If you don't already have it, there is a Dex Color Picker palette up for another 6 days as well. And then looking at the alerts, of course, Baro is here for the rest of the weekend. And then we do have some Gifts of the Lotus alert due to the recent dev stream. Now these are only up for another 15 hours and 13 minutes as of the time that I'm making this video. So there is a melee arcane adapter from an exterminate mission, and then there's a defense that gives you a Forma blueprint. And then I would like to remind everybody that this current Nightwave is actually ending on May 21st. So if you have not completed your Nightwave yet, please make sure that you do that to get all of the rewards. If you haven't completed your weekly objectives, once you complete the current week's objectives, previous objectives will respawn, allowing you to work retroactively to complete them and get more points every week. That's it for the video on Baro this weekend. I hope this video helped you, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.